Hello, buddy. Welcome back. All right, so let's go and get back in here. So, I decided with Hell Pit what we're gonna do. I do want a bunch of these heroes. We're going to get rid of this for now, Exotic Animal Trainer, because I mean it's good, but I need to unlock these heroes. I definitely need these weapon teams like pretty quickly. Warp Grinders are a massive upgrade on sieges, and Warp Fire Throwers are very serviceable, very strong anti-infantry units. So we want that. We're going to be facing a lot of infantry. These are particularly good against dwarves. But I mean, almost anything, they're great early game units. Now, yes, some of the other stuff, the Rattling Guns are better, but for like a tier 2 unit, these are a really big deal. But I need to unlock these technologies too, as we've seen before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the Exotic Animal Trainer. I'm going to start this one, so that way we can go ahead and get the food upgrade, get the Ruthless Plan. It's just one turn, pick that up. And then as soon as the eggs, as soon as we get rid of that, we're going to buy this for 2 turns. And we're going to get rid of this. And when we get rid of this, then we're going to get the Assassin building. So we're going to sell that, get the Assassin building, just so we can pick up 2 Assassins. These are okay. They're alright fighters. They're not amazing, but they do have replenishment. And replenishment is a very big deal. We definitely want that. The only other way to get replenishment is with this guy, but it requires fairly high level. And you have to make a choice to get it over other options. So you want these guys. They're pretty cheap as well. They're only 200 gold. They can also assassinate enemy heroes, which can be handy later on in the game. So there's pretty decent little units overall. So we want that. Then we're going to sell this after we get the 2 assassins. What's really nice is with the assassins and chieftains, it's just a tier 2 building to get +1 extra capacity on them. So with a lot of these towns, if we get to tier 3, we could just get a bunch of chieftains. And this guy is a serviceable fighter too. He's not insane, but he's pretty good. He does have damage walls, which can be good if we have the drills. We don't really need that. But training is obviously amazing. That's one of the best skills in the game now, ever since they reworked it a couple of years ago. Used to be total garbage. Now it's one of the best. And then after we get the assassins, we don't need any of these slingers probably. They're like okay, but not amazing. The Warp Fire Thrower is just way better most of the time. Maybe not hitting stuff on the ramparts in the siege, but everything else, the Warp Fire Thrower is probably going to be better. Is the thing that makes this flamethrower unit better than something like the Iron Breakers, which are okay for dwarves, is their speed. So they have 38 speed, so they can actually reposition pretty easily to get in and get those flanking flames on people, which are extremely good, obviously. They deal heavy damage. I'm not sure if it's as much as the Iron Breakers, but they do have the Burnt Contaminate. I don't remember if Iron Breakers have that or not, and it's magical and flammable, so it gets around physical resist, hurts regenerating units a lot. Pretty good armor, and they're cheap. They're only 140 gold, so they're really good. But the biggest thing is the speed, so they can actually move around and get good flanking shots, which the Iron Breakers have like 28 speed. So they're good. But anyways, that's what's going on there. And I think we're going to try to jump to at least tier 4. So we're not going to manually pay money to get to tier 3. We're just going to wait, probably jump to tier 4, and then we may never see tier 5. Unless we break everything down and sell it again to get to tier 5. But, like I said, I think tier 4 is pretty serviceable. We don't need these techs for quite a long time. And these units, it's like, yes, getting the Hell Pit Abomination can be good. I think it's a 3-turn higher. This does reduce it to 2 turns, but it's also pretty expensive. It's a good unit. We'll see. I mean, if we're cranking a lot of food, I think tier 2 will be serviceable for a little bit. We'll see how much food we can get. If we get, like, several more 20s off of fights, then we might be able to go for the tier 5. But tier 4, just 80 food. I mean, we could pop that, like, next turn if we wanted to comfortably. But, again, we probably want to be sitting on, like, 120 so we don't get into the super red and get that -10 leadership. We'd probably much rather just get to the -5, which would be a lot more serviceable. What is it? Is it upkeep also? No, it's post-battle loot. Raiding is whatever. But the sacking and looting and post-battle loot and all that stuff is not great. But who knows? Maybe we can hold out a little bit longer. Okay, so we're going to recycle these because if they die in combat, then we don't get the juice. So... I think we just go ahead and recycle them for 100. Yeah, because they're just never going to heal. And they don't really do anything. I can use the Warp Lightning, but I'm just really worried they're going to get rounded off and die. Okay. So now we're getting pretty close to being able to juice. What are we at? 229. I can't even tell what this... We're getting close. We'll probably just wait till the Abomination if we can. It's because, again, you have a much higher chance of cascading and getting more high-level units. Getting Brood Horrors or Mutant, like, just not getting Dogs or Skaven Slaves. Okay. So we're going to recycle it. We're at 470. And then I did all the abilities on this guy. So now we can hire... We should get 1 Chevron, yes. So we want to hire with him if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure if I can hit this in 2 turns.
Yes.
Or do we want to try to just run for Aarongrad next turn? We might just go for Aarongrad. So basically, we want to hand off units here. So we can hand off 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we can hand off 5 units here and then hire back 6. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, what are the win cons anyways? I always forget to look at that. Orthodoxy and Ice Court. Okay, that's who I'm trying to fight anyways. And then you get Chevrons, which is not great. It's alright. You gotta kill 30 things and kill Kislev. Okay, doable. Kislev seems pretty weak early on. He has bonuses on Clan Rats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he has, I think, extra replenishment, maybe. I think. So we'll do it that way. Oh, I think I did 1 too many, but whatever. That's fine. Okay. So we'll do 6 more units. And we want to dash. No, we still can't move any. Alright. Now, if you ever get rid of units, or it could hit the loyalty. So you got to be careful handing off units if you're not giving the same amount back from anything that's not your legendary lord. Taking items from them also they don't like sometimes, so you got to be really careful when you're moving around items that they're getting in equal values. They don't feel like they're getting shafted. What are we doing here? Oh, it's a rebellion next turn? Okay, well that's interesting. Guess we just let it rebel. Because I need to go get Aarongrad, or just wherever they are right now. I need to fight them before they get more units, because it looks like they still have a 20 stack somewhere. So we need to take that out. And I mean, if they take this tier 1 town, a rebellion, whatever, we just take it back. It's not a huge deal. Okay, and we're doing expansionist planning. We're gonna not forget that. So that will let us switch over and do that right next turn for 3,000. And I don't think we need to hire more stuff at Hell Pit right now. We're just about capped. It's 1 more turn of recruitment, and we'll basically be capped with both of these armies. So we can't get the weapons teams for a couple turns. So I think we're good. Yeah, there's going to be a rebellion there. What can we... No, we can't recruit any heroes. Skaven have a lot of heroes, which is pretty nice. Nothing with the growth vats. Me. We could befriend the man-eaters. They can't trade, though. Magathkin also can't trade. Those guys are strong right now. It thinks I'm weak because my units are banged up. I always feel like that dude's kind of scary, but he typically gets eliminated fairly early on. Alright. Oh, is Chieftain anti-large? I can't remember if he is or not. He's a decent fighter. If he's anti-large, if we get 2 chieftains plus our 2 heroes we have right now, I know this dude's anti-large, Packmaster, and my main guy's anti-large, and we just, like, our whole army is spears. So I think we'll be alright. Okay. How long until we get a regiment? Level 10? Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let me just double check one last time, make sure I got everything. That's all going. Moving that. Gonna be a rebellion. Selling that. We gotta keep this. Growth is fine. Okay. Oh, here he comes. God. Do we just kill him? So you are giving up mutagen.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
It's kind of tough battle, I think. Where's the whip? You have 1,000 gold. Oh, Gorich. I totally forgot. I've never gotten this guy before. Whip of Domination. Okay, leadership, campaign movement range, melee, charge for Skaven slaves. That's got to be a new thing. I don't remember a charge for Skaven slaves. Okay. We've got dominating scheme. We're losing 3 food now.
Very well.
Oh, do we just kill this idiot or not? Okay, so we need to do this for the extra food. If he takes this, I think he doesn't burn things. Do they? Oh my god, I'm getting plus 25? No, he's getting plus 25. Is he cast? I think he has some casting. These are going to be difficult to beat right now. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're way better than my rats, obviously. Rats can maybe hang with the Marauders. It's questionable. 20 on 40, I think we could beat him. I'd feel a lot better when we have those heroes. We have like 2 assassins, 2 chieftains. I don't think we can get another Packmaster, but we can get those. If we had 4 more heroes, I'd feel a lot better about it. Okay, so we're going to be able to get the 2 chieftains. We're not getting the assassins yet. Can I wait one more turn on this? Or do I just wait? I'm going to lose a tech turn, though, if I wait a turn doing it the other way. Harsh quotas is not bad, but I'd rather get driven by hunger and strength in numbers. expendable is massive for all those clan rats. It means if they run, it doesn't give any penalty to other rats and doesn't cause chain breaks as easily, which is kind of a big deal. Okay, so we'll do it that way. It's a little greedy not getting the assassins. Is Ecstatic Region or Legion or whatever, are they fighting? They're fighting Brotherhood of the Bear, which is over here. So they're not technically fighting these guys yet, but they're obviously looking aggressive.
I affirm.
Okay. I don't know which direction. I can't hit Castle. I cannot hit that one this turn either way. Okay. I mean, I could send out a hero, but I want to make sure he's in my thing. I don't know if you can have scavenge and replenish troops at the same time. We can cash in and get dogs and a bunch of melee units if we really need to. And we would get more mutagen, so we could experiment some more, but... Okay, let's go down here and see what we got. Yeah, I assume they're probably at Erengrad. They might have Castle...
Keep your own counsel.
If they fight each other and get weakened, it seems like they've got to have a 20 stack somewhere, right? To have those kind of odds, it seems like they would have to have a 20 stack somewhere. Or something sitting over here. So maybe they... Zaza will weaken them. These are kind of bad news bears too. But again, we do have a lot of spears. Can we get a third Skaven army with just a bunch of slaves? Maybe. Let's see how much food we get off of this. Yeah, we can get down there. Okay. Oh, we get an ogre too. 2 ogres. Heck yeah. That's a cool thing about those ogre camps is because they actually literally get the money when you buy it. Oh, it's the redesign of the ogres has just been really cool. That was one of my favorite campaigns. If you haven't seen that, go watch it because they're not super overpowered. There are some very close fights, and it's really interesting. At least the contract guy. I haven't tried the other ones in a while, but the contract guy is an amazing campaign experience. 100% worth. Okay. Well, let's fight it. I don't think... Is there any advantage to doing this? We could do this. I don't think we're going to need that. This is unnecessary. Oh, what kind of rebellion's over here? Where is it? Is it in the dark? Ambush? Is it here? Like, where's the rebellion? It has to be here. That's where the capital is. I don't know. Okay.
Experiment tester.
Oh, there it is. Crushing defeat? Really? I mean, my units are kind of hurt. We don't have any regeneration for him. We're not going to be able to do a lot with him, but he can help knock down the door. We don't have any menace. I don't want to use food.
No higher power than I.
Okay.
Good plan scheme.
here just so we have enough movement to maybe get Castle Alex next. Grab this guy. I mean, they are kind of expensive for what they are. I really wish they could still break the doors, at least. I understand that, like, breaking the walls on a tier 1 unit's OP, but I don't know. Breaking the doors is kind of OP, too. Like, that's a very good unit. I mean, just look at this compared to Rat Ogres. Okay, we're going to go ahead and recruit him. Oh, 2 turns we can get man-eaters. Now, those are expensive, but those are very nice. But yeah, look at these Rat Ogres. Right? This is a tier 3 unit. And it has like 3-4 chevrons. So it's getting 3-3 melee attack and defense. And with Throt, we get the extra armor. This thing's basically got 7,700 health. It has bonuses to damage and everything too. I think its baseline damage is like 75. Somewhat armor piercing. 26, 26, 75. Compared to this guy, 28, 26, 90. Now, it's not as much weapon damage. 30 armor, which I think is the same as the Rat Ogre before the bonuses. Higher leadership. Similar charge bonus before the stuff. You got Ogre Charge, which is another little bonus. It costs 170. It's a tier 2 unit. And even the tier 1 unit, just the straight up Bull Ogre, 28, 26, 90 right out of the box. 30 armor. And that's basically the same thing as the Rat Ogre. It just doesn't have the super armor piercing damage. And the Rat Ogre can still take down doors, but still, a tier 1 unit versus a tier 3 unit. So come on, man. Rat Ogre should be tier 2. That's all I'm saying. Okay. But anyways, we got all that. Let's do it.
Me too.
Crushing defeat. I don't know. How do they... Oh, hold on. He's not close enough.
Time to feed feast.
That will work.
Throw in 20 more units, still crushing defeat. Alright. Do same drill as last time. That is one thing as Skaven, you're going to be perpetually underestimated a lot of the time in auto-resolve or in battles. So you're not going to be able to auto-resolve as much. Let me go grab my water just real quick while this is loading in. Sorry. Getting a little parched. Look like you're about ready to work out. Okay. I mean, this is kind of a capital. Now, I didn't see the city layout. Okay. I'm going to take that. How fast can they move? Here. It's not a great place for us. There's a lot of bridges, choke points. Right through here is better. Or how is that? There's a bridge there. Yeah, but you can run under that and get over. And I think the sieges are great. People critique the sieges. They're like, oh, the AI is done, whatever. It's like, these sieges, like, it's really hard to defend some of this stuff against, like, a smart player. Because you don't know exactly where they're going to do. You can't see where they're lining up. I guess as the defender, you kind of can. But it would be hard. Like, yes, some of the best players could run it better than an AI, but I don't know. I think the people were just hate on the AI too much sometimes. I mean, we are getting to an age where AI is getting smarter. Maybe, you know, in 5 years or so, you could put it to a really high level, but people are just going to be complaining that it's too smart at that point. Okay, so this seems like a bad place. We don't want to actually fight there. If we run over here, they can rotate faster than we can run around this edge, probably. Start here. Rotate over to here. This is a pretty good fighting place. Maybe hidden. Now, I'm almost positive they have confirmed that there is no hidden. Like, they can always see you, the AI, in the trees. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but... Okay. I think we're going to start here. And then we're going to try to rotate over here and see if we can beat them over there. Okay, now he is not hidden. Can he just never hide? He's just too big to hide or something? Or like... Alright, let's put him over here. Now, in theory, those are hidden. But... Alright, we're gonna run over here. One thing is, I feel like the towers are a lot less effective than they were in Warhammer 2. Because you got this 3D thing, but they just, like, don't have enough towers, and the towers just, like, aren't angled correctly. The main towers feel a lot less consequential than they were in Warhammer 2. So in that sense, some sieges are easier, potentially. And it was just, like, basically one-dimensional. It's always, like, a flat fight. This is more three-dimensional Warhammer 3. So I think this is a lot more tactical, too. Because now, as a defender, I guess in exchange for weaker towers, you can build up all this like base defense stuff. Which I think is a lot more interactive and cool. And they made it where it's harder to cheese it. Right? You can't just go for the capital. You have to take 2 checkpoints first. So that seems a little more reasonable. Now again, there is a drawback to doing this. Yes, you are kind of pulling them out of position. Because they have to come over here to mark you. If they were reading this, like if it was a player reading that situation a little bit better, then, you know, maybe they could, like, put some troops over here, at least 1 or 2, in case you run over here just so the towers are working the whole time. If we had a drill team, that's going to change the tactics up a little bit. We might still want to run to another place against a faction that has a lot of missile units like Kislev. See, they're not moving stuff over here, though. That is a little... They should be moving. But... Well, there are reinforcements coming over here, so that is true. Maybe they don't want to give up on, you know, everything. I guess we're just going to have to climb the walls, probably. I totally forgot we had this reinforcing army coming in. Or... God, why is this not, like, broken yet? Oh, now the tower's coming online. Now, if I can get through with the dogs... Skaven are not quite as good with this tactic as something like Slaanesh, but Where are these night runners?
Tail's yours. Press and hurry. Throt. Throt.
That's taking forever. Okay, so it is pulling some of these guys over here. Oh, we do have some ogres too. Oh crap. Yeah, they're really outgunning me over here. Come on, please, guys. Jeez. Drill team cannot get here fast enough. Okay, yeah, they don't have a ward over here, so we might just be able to just climb up this. Why can't we cast? I mean, get one more cast in here. Are we through the door yet? Okay, here we go. Where's my rider? We have to probably back him out of there. Where are we going? We just can't fit in there, so let's just run around a different way, huh? Let's back up over here. Can we get over here and take this?
Warlock Master! What orders? Now, yes! Go! Engage!
Are we through the door yet? Nope.
Glanrat spears! Throt! Throt! Crunch bone!
Alright, come on. Alright, let's see if we can flank around and get these guys. Where? These dogs, it just like didn't work. Alright, let's see if we can get over here and send a couple of those over there. What are we doing? lot of these guys might be about to run. I mean, they are exhausted from fighting over here. But... Alright, let's get back in here, I guess. Get in here, fight. What are we doing? I can't get around this. I need to get to this guy over here. Actually, I guess let's send a Packmaster too. Shit, they're gonna run. Disaster. Alright, let's see if we can just get over there and take that. Are we, like, through the door yet, or, like, what's... Oh my god, these guys still are not in here. Come on. Okay, did we get in yet? Okay, we're in. He's kind of ignoring their lord. Okay, he's just running into the mix here. Where's... Alright. So we can get over here and just throw stuff at him. Where is he?
Warlock Master! Retreat! Unleash war pain!
Why? Get in here! Kill these guys. Oh, they're gonna kill my ogres. Where is this guy? Okay. Alright, let's go get this one. Did we get... Okay, did we break this yet? No. Is that just the Lord over here? No, there's a few more things, but I think we've probably got that handled. What are we... What is happening? No! These doors are done, guys. Walk through the doors. What the fuck? They're all just like running up here. They're like, hey, we can go through this door, or we can just go up these ladders. God, that's pretty troll.
Harvest part ones. Skaven, yes, yes. Alpha rat. Ego.
Man. So obnoxious that they would not just walk over there. Okay, we got him. Kislev, even after the rework, just seems pretty underpowered. Especially in the early game. I mean, they have all these, like, hybrid units, but Just their opening wards. Maybe the bear guy's a bit stronger, I think, but it's like Castalton and the ice Katarina just feel a little underwhelming. Guess we just take it at tier 1. I mean, I would obviously like to get a port higher than that, but I mean, we can always just get rid of it and then just repopulate it later at tier 3 for 40 food if we want to.
That belongs to proud Keithley. Power up. Hunger. Endless hunger.
There's no point in doing the growth. Wow. It's only an 8-stack town, so you only get 1 slot, too. Man, that's pretty troll. I remember these ports used to be insane. It was like 500 gold level 1. But the economy was way, or just the whole economy of the game was way different back then. Extra trade tariff. Especially 15% extra upkeep for each additional army on Legendary and Warhammer 2, which is nuts. Really hurt factions like Skaven, Vampires, just stuff that wanted to go wide. Okay, yeah, those are not that crazy. I mean, it's fine. Big thing is we just want food. Food, food, food. And we'll deal with the public order. I still don't know where that rebellion is. I'm assuming it's somewhere off camera. It's just not showing us for some reason. Buildings, Slanesh corruption. What? This has... Oh, maybe they have something that spreads to other provinces, probably. Okay. So now he should have no army.
Ravenous must feed.
Okay, so now the question becomes, we want to do Lightning Strike, which is obviously huge, but we have another army with us, and Lightning Strike doesn't let another army reinforce. So it's a lot better, obviously, when you have a more powerful solo army, and they have multiple armies. But we're not facing that right now. Quartermaster, 10% upkeep, but our army's not that expensive. Or
Master Lord of
Mine All Mine, post-battle loot, and chance of items. We're about to get a bunch of heroes. So more items would be really nice. Post-battle loot is probably pretty good. 30% is quite a bit. I feel like we're getting at least every turn there's a fight, it's 1,000 gold. In post-battle loot. So that'd be 300 gold a turn. Lightning Strike, it's like, it's one of those things where you don't feel like you need it until you do. I probably just want all 3 of these, honestly, in Fear and Renown, but we're going to have to go to Remoldered at 12. And then we're probably going to be committing to this for multiple turns. I think we just got to hold our nose and get Lightning Strike. Just not get too greedy.
I am Throt, the unclean.
So we're already getting 15% post-battle loot with that guy. Which is pretty good. Carrot and Stick, when is this stuff? 10, level 10. That's level 12. For the replenished troops. If we have an assassin, we don't need Flesh Snatcher. And extra replenishment on monsters. Okay, I think we just stick with the plan.
Master Engineer!
Same thing, we'll just do looter. Okay.
Feed Throt!
Good, good, good.
Am I gonna be able to run over there in one turn?
Warp, lightning.
It's possible. Especially if I dash. I do want to hire, though. Now, he can hire this Throt if I go over here. No, he can only hire one extra also. So it's province-wide. Hiring is more than one, not just him personally. Yeah, okay. So this guy can still hire it. I just don't get the chevrons, I don't think. No. I can just get Skaven slaves, but that's better than nothing. He doesn't have any slinger units. Maybe a couple of slingers just in case they have.
Very well.
I've got some Furies. I mean, they do
My plan scheme is
okay
always
damage to some of
best.
these things. I mean, just having some kind of range is usually alright.
That will work. Scamper, scurry.
I forgot this guy might be able to step up and hit this dude.
Engineer,
Not
here.
sure. I think we still beat him though. And I always like the spears. You do have the anti-large, but the biggest thing is they just have way more melee defense, and that's what really matters. Because let's be honest, they're not killing hardly anything. You just need the melee defense. But I like spears with almost every faction. Because infantry, unless it's like high-end anti-infantry great sword type of units, then it's not worth. Why do I have two of these? I should have gotten rid of one of them. Minor mistake. It does give you 60 gold per turn, so I'm only missing out on like 20 gold and some growth. Just kind of whatever. Okay. So we got all that. We're gonna do dominating scheme to get the food. Again, I at least want to get the heroes out of this before before we abandon it and then resettle. So it's going to take 2 turns to get everything I want, and then I guess I can just get rid of that stuff if we don't have a huge fight coming up and go for other things. Well, now that I started that, let's go ahead and get rid of this so it's cheaper. I did it out of order. So now it's, I save a couple of gold. And do we don't need to recruit anything else. I mean, I could get a lord over here, go ahead and hire a lord and then start recruiting, but it's kind of expensive. Money situation's getting a little dicey here.
Bifurcate and transplant.
So it's, what do I need to get out of the red? I need 21% of 125. 1/5 would be 20, so I need 25 remaining food ish, a little bit more, 26, 27. So that means I would need like 107 food to make this viable. They're probably going to kill them, otherwise that would be an easy pickup. This guy, I'm not sure what he's gonna do.
No
He
higher
could honestly
power
try to
than
run for
I.
this guy.
Technoc Doom!
He might just try to siege Fort Erengrad. He doesn't have to do that, because they do have another town. But if I was him, I'd probably try to go for this guy. And see what I can do there. Okay. And then, I think that's about all we can do, money-wise. We're gonna sell a couple of these things next turn.
Betrayal strong.
God, how much does it cost to hire? Is it gonna? It's not gonna tell us. Assassins are fairly cheap. Chieftains might be 1,000 or like 1,200 gold each or something. I don't know.
Man-eater.
Could play nice with man-eaters. They can't trade, but
Mercenary lord. Long time no see.
how much gold? 113. I don't think that's worth. They are very handy to have as allies because you can, if you can recruit their stuff with allied recruitment, that would be handy. But
Nurgle's beloved.
how weak are them? They're pretty weak. How weak are they? How weak is them?
Children.
It's just not enough.
Around.
Okay. Oh, do I want to keep dominating scheme? I think. Yeah, I don't care about the construction costs. I think I want to go back to food. I just want a dominating scheme for the thing that we already did. Okay. And then, okay, we can't do anything there. We got food going on there.
What
Food.
experiment?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought he should do. Now, we could retreat. We don't have a lot of business units. Is this guy a fighter? Sort of, yeah. We do have Warp Lightning. We do have a lot of spears. So their horses are going to get clapped. We don't have a lot of speed to get around to the back of these guys. Now, I could retreat right out the gate if I wanted to. We could use food. One thing we can do is try to fight them, just use as much magic as possible with Warp Lightning, thin them out, and then run. So that when we fight them again, we get more minutes from below, we get to use it again, and then we get all of our magic back, we get to use the magic again too. So I kind of like that idea. And we might be able to just literally just beat them. Just with numbers. Although our units are pretty banged up. Let's fight them. But you do get one retreat. So it's the same thing. If you are losing a battle, you can just do retreat. You could potentially get bad traits if you do that too often. But, if you have, what's his name? Not Snitch is the assassin one. Tretch, Craventail, or whatever. If you run away, then you get like a lot of bonuses. So it can be a pretty handy little tactic. Okay, just a ton of spears. This guy, we want to be a little careful not to put him. Not to put them too close. We're gonna run this way just so we can try to get some surrounds on them. And maybe they line up just in a straight line here, which they love to do. Then we can attack one of their flanks and the others have to like rotate into it. Yeah. Can use the menace from below on the dedicated archers. Try to flank those around. I want them committed to a place. Before I use the lightning so they don't run out of it. Because sometimes they will dodge. Not that time. We just want to try to get as much surface area as we can. Don't want to get too caught up on their lord. I think we're getting too many units in there. Just want to try to shut up as many of these archers as we can. Whoa. That charge cycle, though. Alright, let's get those out of here. Kislev's just so freaking sad, man. I'm like running him over with clan rats and Skaven slaves. I may have hit myself a little bit too hard with that. Well, I may have spoke too soon. So they got us that time. But we did a lot of damage. Lord didn't die. And if we fight him again, then we get Menace from Below and some other stuff. I'm not sure how what mess. I should have brought the ogres out and had them using their flank a lot more often. So I get some experience. I don't think I get food or anything, though. Okay, so they can't chase me all the way. So we'll kill them next turn. So I could have just run, and they couldn't have chased me. But, or I could have retreated a little bit earlier. I'm not oh, I think we should get replenishment, because he's on my property still. So we'll get a little bit of replenishment. It's foul pendant. Okay. Okay, so we still got some XP.
Warlock, master of Scryer.
We're still gonna do looter. I really wish pack leader would do Skaven slaves. But maybe if you buff Skaven slaves too much, they're just OP.
Master engineer.
So we're at 93 food.
Twist, bend, mangle, experiment. Machinations.
Okay, so he ran away somewhere. We don't have to fight him. What does he think of us? I mean, we're fighting people that he hates, presumably. Yeah, he's cool with it. Masters of Innovation still are not killing these guys yet. I'm not sure what they're doing. These guys lose? Or are they just sieging? Okay. So, Ruthless Plans. Let's go ahead and do this fight. And we're almost out of time here. That also pushed me over here, so now I can attack this, potentially. What is this quest? Okay, I can get Creature Killer by getting a Warlock Engineer. 20 food, and we get, what's his name, I think. What is that dude, anyways? I totally forgot about that. Who all do we get? Gorage. He might only be available to... what's his name? The, Throt. I'm not sure. Are there any other... So you don't have a lot of, like, named specialty lords, but you've got a lot of, like... Or specialty heroes, but you've got a lot of just heroes in general. Okay. Alright.
Feed me. Fine.
He's gonna run if it's not an ambush. Still reinforcing.
It's alive. That will work.
Okay. I don't know if I'm still going to be able to dash or not. We got one more turn. We could hire the ogres if we really wanted to.
I must eat feed.
Yeah, hopefully this gives me a bunch of food for killing this guy. Okay, it'll kill one slinger. Kind of okay with that. These aren't amazing. Just having one is fine. And honestly, the slave slingers are similarly serviceable. They do a bit less damage, but Usually the only thing that it matters against are skirmish or cav. Stuff you can't run down very easily. And pretty much any missile unit is going to kill skirmish or cav, so it's fine. If I would have fought that last battle a little bit better, I probably could have won. I mean, this dude is going to be an issue, because he's a good duelist. And I don't think it would have been worth it to spend more food. I could have run earlier, though. Probably. I don't know. It didn't really matter. What did I lose? Like, some Skaven slaves, clan rats, not a big deal. Okay, we'll just save a little time. So we got 28 growth juice. Did we get any food? 9 food. Okay. Okay. 1,500 gold. Getting pretty close. What did we need? 110 or something? Now, if we take this other place, we're going to go to 130, which means we need even more food. I mean, we're getting close to being able to get to tier 5 for 120 food, if we're okay with all those penalties. I want to do tier 5, because that would be the fun way to do it. But how much do I care about this? Okay, so growth doesn't matter. Construction cost does. Income from post-battle loot does kind of matter. Control probably doesn't matter. Sacking and looting a little bit. It's really the -10 leadership that's the big deal. But we are getting a little bit of extra food per turn. Okay, now this guy's got the leadership against Kislev.
I am Throt.
Can I dash? Damn it, I can't dash, do anything. Can't raid. Ugh, the forest is so annoying.
Warlock of Skaven blight.
Can we take that? There's no lord, but we're so low on units.
Now.
Okay, well that's gonna be it for this episode. We'll figure out what we want to do next. We definitely want to grab the chieftains. Oh wow, they're only 550 each. That's nice. So we're gonna grab a couple of chieftains. Their upkeep is 260. We're getting kind of steep on the upkeep. If we get a couple of chieftains in there, then we can eventually get the assassins. We need magic in our main army, but we're not gonna be able to get that for a little bit. And then we can get a lord, grab a couple of warp grinders, and a warp fire thrower. That's going to cost a little bit of money. Fight this. How much are we getting? How much is it costing per turn? 5. But if we get this settlement, it's going to cost 1 more food per turn, but then we can do the 2 extra food generated. And we'll get more money. Apparently there's a rebellion somewhere around here. I don't know where it is. Is it like, maybe it spawned over here or something weird? It's gotta be somewhere glitched out. Okay. So we switch over, grab that, delete that building. And then we can cash in. We're going to have to decide what we want to do. We can cash in and go for tier 4, like, right now. And probably stay out of the red, stay in the orange. And we wouldn't have to face some of these consequences. But if we power up, we can get 2 food here, 3 food here. That'd be 5 food per turn. Now, it's going to be expensive, though. It's going to cost 30% more also. We can get up here. That would be 5 food. That's way too expensive. But this stuff, we can get a 10% discount. And if we do this, this will be a little bit more money. Not much, because it's only a 1-stack town. But we could get a food here. I'm going to have to think it over. After Castle Alexandrinov or whatever, Alexandrinov, I'm not sure who we're supposed to go for. If we just go straight for Kislev, maybe we go over to Prague. We'll have to see who's strong. Masters of Innovation are apparently kind of strong. It thinks I'm like super weak right now, which I guess in some ways I am. So we'll have to see. Do we want to be greedy and save up a little bit more and try to get tier 5 and just go into the red and say whatever? Or do we just wait? Now we can raid with both armies too, and that would give us 6 extra per turn if we just like sat over here and just raided for a couple of turns. We could even hire another lord, get a 3rd lord out here, get the 3rd lord over here raiding, so we get 9 food. I mean, hell, we might even be able to get a 4th lord out here. Just get 4 lords over here raiding, get 12 food. It does cost 1 food per lord, but you're netting 2 by doing that. I think you can multi-raid the same place and still get 3 food.
Prior says yes.
Okay, so we could stand here and just raid if we can't take it. We could hire maybe a man-eater. I don't know if they're worth for the money right now. We can't raid with him. So we could, I guess, take a turn. We'd have to stand here, raid, and then with him we could dash over, or run over, hand off units while the dude's raiding. I think. Yes, we can hand off units while he's raiding if I'm still on my property, and then hire 4 more units. Okay, we'll figure it out next time. It's a lot of stuff to consider. Sorry, I've been sitting here theorizing for a little bit, but I'll have it figured out by next time. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thanks. Have a good day, and we'll see you by next time.